Hi folks, Kai here. And today's topic we're going to talk about the cost-effective way to making your own irrigation system. And it only costs you a fraction of the cost compared to the traditional irrigation system. Like if you hire a folks doing your irrigation system, it's usually the cost like several $1,000s. But the solution that I suggest over here is only cost you maybe a couple $100, and you can buy like a base kit from Orbit, and then you can build up on it, and you can add like several different module. Maybe you want to have a soaking system, you can do that, and if you want to have a drip system, you can do that as well. So I'm going to show you the easy way to how you making your own irrigation system with a really cost-effective way, and also we got some advantage in not only the system, but definitely it may not be professional look compared to the if you hire somebody to do it for you, but definitely got some advantage. I'm going to talk about it on this video, so stay tuned. So here's my system for the irrigation. So if we buy the base kit and it comes with the timer, the water timer, but it's not the four outlet timer that I'm showing in here. But it kind of basic kit is cost you $200 some. It comes with the 2 outlet timer. If you want that only 2 zone is okay, but I have a lot of zone in here. I have 8 zone, so I can make with with this timer. So after I bought the system, so you can reuse your 2 outlet timer in some other project if you want. But so I have the each of the timer over here can do 4. So I have total of 8 different zone. I still have 2 other outlet. I can do something else. So one of the benefits to owning that kind of system is if the weather getting too cold, you can store it inside your house, and you can take the whole thing apart, and you can lift the tube outside. So the only thing you can save is the timer, so it will not causing you any damage. If it's getting too cold, even it got the snow and so on. So that's one of the advantage. And also you can do more combination. If you later on you want to add more zone, you definitely can add more zone in it. And each of the outlet you can support up to 3, at least. In my case, at least have can up to 3 different sprinkler that you can hook up to it. So it's pretty convenient, and it's pretty good. So I'm going to show you bit by bit, and how you can make it to make it like a different combination and so on. But basically, we have the timer, and then we have the different connection point, and it also come with the tube, the hose. Yeah, the flexible hose is more like just like plug system, but they have their own proprietary tube, and you can buy the whole thing in the Home Depot. Yeah, so the package comes with so many different things, and you got the gauge for the water pressure. So you just hook up to your faucet and turn on your faucet, and then you can see now how much water pressure that you have on your outside. So before you start this project, since they need to have at least 35 psi before you start it, and they recommend at least in the 80. I think outside mine is around 900 or something, so I can support up to the 3 different sprinkler. So the package also comes with a cutter, and this one is really easy to cut in the tube. I told you, this tube is almost like the plug system for the house, and it's pretty thick, and it may not be flexible when you start using it, but if you leave it out, if the weather is getting warm and leave it outside for a while, and it will become much easier to make it straight, after you heat it up a bit. So also come with the cutter, the cutter cutting it, right? So I think it's easy to start with the package, before you buy like different things. And I even bought the extra tube from the Home Depot, since I don't have enough, since each of the outlet, it got to be hooked up to a location outside, so I got to run the tube. I'm going to show you later how my setup, but and also it comes with so many different adapters, and some of the adapter is a elbow one. This elbow is for the corner of the if you're surrounding your house and you need to have elbow and to go to like a different area. So that is really useful, and you can buy it from anywhere. And if you, some of them you may not able to find it if you want to go some extra. But if you do a search on your area, perhaps you're able to find some of the store also carry some of the adapters. And Home Depot may carry some, but it may not be every kind. So you can hook up to any kind of sprinkler. That's a regular sprinkler, and all you need to do is finding the right adapter. Like this one, you got the thread. You can thread onto any kind of regular sprinkler system. So you got two different ones. This one can come up to shoot to like a different direction. See? And this one will come up this way and just shoot like a string of the water to water a lawn. But this one can shoot pretty far. It also comes with a package though, this one. But I got the different combination, since some of the area I want to have a narrow water area, since you may not want to spray all your water to your neighbor lawn, and just spray the area that you own, right? So you just buy like a regular. It's also made by Orbit. It's a regular sprinkler valve, but this one is with the to have the really narrow strip of the water. As you can tell from here, it got two lines over here, the water coming this way, so it will shoot out to the direction, cover the narrow area. So yeah, this will be the one that you will use if you got the neighboring house next to you. You may not want to water them, but you want to water the your area. But with the irrigation system, one of the benefits is you want to keep the moisture around your house to be moist all a lot of time, since you don't want to have a foundation issue, right? If some of the house, if you are not watering surrounding your premises of your house, you may have to leave it as a big gap. If a big gap between the soil and your foundation, it may crack. So in order for you to prevent that, you need to have your surrounding being moist, a lot of times, and make sure the soil will not be shrinking too much. If we got no water, it will leave it a gap, and a lot of people having the gap will causing the foundation issue, since the dirt is being sheared and the foundation may crack. So that we can prevent. So it's important for you to water your lawn, right? Even though you may not want to have, if you're mowing your lawn, you may not want to have it really too tall grass, but you still want to moist, around your house. So this combination, right? It comes with the one for the faucet. So also, this benefit to doing this way is you are not dealing with the PVC. PVC you got to glue it in, and it is only able to use it one time, right? And once you make a mistake, you got to cut the piece off and then buy the other adapter, the little bit bigger size, and then you got to glue it together, right? And also, you will not able to disassembly, make the adjustment that easy. But this one is so easy. As you can see, this one is almost like a shark bite. So you just all you need to do is push that in completely. Okay, so this one become watertight. So if you make a mistake, okay, yeah, you don't want to have this area to have water, and maybe you can take that out by putting this two tap on the side. Just hold it and pull it. You can pull it out without damage the hole. So so easy to make all those modifications that you want. And they have different style. This style have the flat onto the sprinkler, so you can put the hose in it, and then the other hose to the other sprinkler perhaps, or different shape of the hose adapter that you can make. So it's so easy to make, and I will show you how I make it. And I told you, it's also able to connect to different system. And I have the drip system just for some potted plant from outside, like a hang basket and so on. You can have the drip system, and you can have the sprinkler system. So it's so easy to make. And when the winter comes, just bring in the timer. That's it. You don't need to winterize if you don't want to. But if you want to do extra work, you can put some high air pressure through the tube, and then you can blow the water out if you want to. But I live in Texas, so the weather is not that cold. Even though we just passed a really cold winter, but most of the time it's not that cold, so you can leave a little bit water inside the tube. It's fine. I mean, it's not going to break in your whole system. So let me just go outside and show you the rest of my setting. And okay, let's go. I just show you like a few seconds ago, right, related to the timer. So the timer, I bought it from the Home Depot as well, but this one's for outlet. So it cost me like $50 in Texas, and I bought 2 of them. So I got the 8 different zones that I can set it up. And the tube, I just leave it hanging outside. So I just using a little zip tie and just zipping it. And it's not that big deal. And since I own this house, I don't care. I want the look, but at least I can bury the sprinkler underground. So I'm gonna show you next. Okay, at the corner, right? Like I told you, you can using different adapter. It comes with the kit, but if you don't have enough, and definitely you can buy more. And I have the 90-degree kit in here, so you hold up the tube to going out this way. As you can tell, I'm not even bury everything. So on the time that I want to bury, since it's going outside and I want to hide as much as possible, and I will try to dig the trench just like this, right? So it start from here and dig the trench, and so it hide the tube from here, right? So nobody able to see it. So let me just turn on the sprinkler system and let you see it, okay? So I just turned it on, so as you can tell. And so the shape of my sprinkler, this one is more like the circle rounded, since I own this whole area. So I can have like a combination of the sprinkler. And this one is covered this whole area, right? So I can show you the other narrow one later. And so you can custom make. And the other good thing is, before you even dig the trench and so on, you can just lay it onto the grass, and you can move the tubes, and as long as you can have like a little anchor thing, just anchor with the little U metal things, and I can show you later. And so just turn it off by itself, okay? I just want to illustrate what U-shape thing that I'm talking about is the metal anchor. This metal anchor, when laid out, your sprinkler system. Let's pretend since I already have that being laid out. So my sprinkler system, before I even dig the drain onto the dirt and bury this whole system, right? I can just anchor using this kind of U-shape anchor and just temporarily put it in, and then turn on your water system, right? Turn on your water timer, and make sure the area that you want to cover is able to cover with your sprinkler. So you can have a perfect combination, right? Just try out and make sure this is cover your area, and even the sprinkler itself, you can have some adjustment to turning the screw over here to increase and the distance, and you can even have some adjustment. You can look at the manual. I forgot how to do the direction things, but the water should be coming from this direction, but you can make sure you can move it to the way that you want, or you can make it as like a 360-degree turn. Okay, here's the other sprinkler, right, that I make in the front yard, and this one return, and this is the same sprinkler that I showed you a few seconds ago. So it will turn like a different direction, and this is cover much bigger area compared to the round one on the side of my house. So this one is turn and cover a bigger area compared to the other. So we can have buy like a different combination of sprinkler to cover different area of your lawn. So it's really custom made. Okay, so this area is a much narrow strip that I show you with that sprinkler right, inside my kitchen, and this one is a narrow strip since next to me, and I got my neighbor yard, so you don't want to water their yard and waste your water, right? So you make sure you cover your area. So this narrow strip is perfect combination. It's on the side of your house, but it's only cover your lawn, not your neighbor's lawn. Okay. So here's the last thing I want to show you. So one of the best things for this combination of the irrigation system, you can mix and match different system. I have a manifold for the drip system, right? So that drip system, it will have the water dripping from the tube and that manifold, and then have the using the same timer, right? So this water can water like your basket plants, hanging basket plants, and this whole thing. And also have the drips, right? Here's the drip system for my potted plants. So it's mix and match any combination that you want. So it's really flexible, and that's the beauty of your homemade irrigation system. You guys may wonder, I have on the side of my timer, they call the hammer arrestor, and this one, since I have the issue every time the water suddenly stops from outside this water timer, it got the black fold pressure. It will put it back into my house, so the pipe have the huge clicking noise, and so this hammer arrestor will be the one you may need to install from outside, since if the water suddenly stops and the water pressure will going back in, so this arrestor will be the one, it will release the pressure
And usually, people may have the issue when the washer suddenly stops, and then the pipe will shake it by itself and make it really rattle noise. And this hammer arrestor is the same thing, but I just put it outside since I have an issue related to the water. It just suddenly stopped from the timer. So this one will release the pressure, so we will not have the shaking noise, when it just stops by itself. It stop the water by itself. So, all right.
So this is how easy you can make your own irrigation system without breaking your bank. So try to see whether you can make your own irrigation system, and really flexible and really easy to make. Just spending like a couple $100, you can have your fully functional irrigation system is in ground, not outside. So try to do it. See you next video.